Hi guys, welcome back to the Resinator. Today I'm going to be doing quite a big project, and that is a Dreamcatcher. Now, as you can see, it is quite big, and I'm not going to be able to pour both of these at the same time due to lack of space. I really need a studio. So to try and make sure that they match, because I've got to pour them separately, I'm just going to do like reverse alcohol ink drop and then pour clear resin, because doing that I don't have to worry about mixing colours and getting them to match and things like that. So that's what I'm doing. This is a gift for one of my closest friends, and then when I put it all together, I'm going to be using these little beads. I'm possibly going to dye these in the same colours that I use for this, for the actual Dreamcatcher. These are wooden. I think they're wooden. I hope they're wooden, because at least then they will soak in any colour. They look like it. They look like it. I can see little tiny grooves where they've been turned. So I'm going to try dropping these in a little bit of alcohol ink to see if it takes on the colour. Let's hope so. If not, I'll just have to paint them or leave them au naturel. So that's what we're doing today. So let's mix some resin. So I've got my resin all mixed up and degassed. As always with any kind of resin, make sure you're using the correct PPE. So gloves, mask, respirator, apron, you know, the usual. Just be safe. It is a chemical. So I've actually mixed 6 ounces, but I've split it across 2 cups. I mixed it in 1 cup and then split it across 2 to degas it, because I didn't want to mix 2 different batches. So let's get started. I've chosen purple and turquoise, so I'm just gonna drop a couple of drops in, and then pour in the resin and let it flow. I'm trying to be careful, and I've already gone over there. I probably should have put this in smaller cups. But I need to try and get this in fairly quickly, because it's going to be easier putting this in while the resin is quite thin. Once it starts to thicken up, it's then going to get quite difficult to get in to these small spaces. Next, I'm going to go in with a bit of purple. Now I've chosen to do it this way because, oh no, I nearly put the wrong colour in there, because I want it to be transparent. But I also had to try and choose colours that wouldn't muddy once they mix together. Okay, so I'm going to stop now. I think I've got everywhere filled up. I guess we'll see. I like the colours, so we'll see how they come out when it's time for the demold. What I will probably do is wait till this can be moved and then come back and do the other side, the other parts, and then demold them all together. So I'll see you back for the next stage. It's time to do the feathers. So I've already mixed my resin and it's been through the degassing machine, debubbling machine. Same colours. Let's get them ready. I'm actually going to decant a little bit of this resin into this cup just to make it a little bit easier to pour. Doesn't matter with the feathers because they're bigger, but to pour in here. So let's get started. Just going to clean a couple of little areas up. It'll just make it easier when I demold because these are going to be really little fiddly bits to clean up, you know, to deburr. But on the whole, I didn't do too bad there. It does work putting it in a smaller cup that I can pinch the corner of. There's one there. Let's pull a little bit of this purple round. Okay, let's move on to the feathers. So let's do green, 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 purple, purple, and then top that one up. Just going to let that one flow. I might need to come back and top it up. Purple, purple. I'm only going to put 3 drops in this one because it's a smaller feather. One of each in this one. Oh, look at that. Honestly. Might need to make up a little bit more, but that's okay. So let's do green in the middle of that one. Purple, purple. So there you go. I think you get the idea there. I'm going to do the other 3 and then I'll see you back for the demold. As you can see, everything's cured. I'm really pleased with how the feathers came out and I love the colours. I kind of wish I'd put a little bit of glitter in now, but I'll remember for next time. So let's take the main piece out. Oh, I love that. And that T-Expert high gloss resin is just lovely. Really lovely. The mould's got a good finish, but the resin's got a great finish. So while I was waiting for these to cure, I was having to think about what I could put on the strings that are going to go from this main bit for the feathers to hang on. And I got some little tiny wooden beads. Probably could have done with a slightly larger size because it means I'm going to use more of them, but it doesn't matter, it's fine. And I was going to paint them. I think I might have said that in the first part of the video, but I've been making this for a couple of days now, so I can't remember. But what I ended up doing in the end was popping them in little silicone cups and then just dyeing them with alcohol ink. And that is actually a metallic alcohol ink. It came out pretty well. I wasn't sure whether those ones would take or not, but they did. So that's what we're going to thread on them. So to start with, we're just going to put these 2 together. I think space is going to be quite an issue, to be fair, so the top of this is probably being cut off, but you know, it is what it is. So in this set came some clear thread, and I've already lost the end. Where is it? There it is. There it is. So basically these will tie on like so. So I'm going to measure how long I want this. This is the bit that I'm normally not very good at, is making sure everything measures correctly. So I'm going to chop a little bit off. And first things first, I'm going to put a knot in the end because I don't want my beads to fall off. This is quite stretchy cord. Now, I don't know if that knot is going to be big enough, so let's just try threading one and see if it pings off and goes for a Burton. No, that's okay actually. So I'm going to start by threading some beads. I probably haven't got enough. I'm probably going to have to go back and make some more. Oh, yes, it's fiddly. Maybe I should run a competition at this point. Put a note in the comment if you want to guess how many of these that I lose and ping across the room in the course of making this video. So I think I'm going to do two of each and just keep going like that. our little string of beads. Now I'm hoping I've left enough on either end to tie this on. Let's hope so. Whew, that took some doing. There we go. What I am noticing though, you may have noticed by my board, is that the silver colour is actually coming off of these beads. So I won't use that one again. I'll probably use my silver pen because that will work better. But yeah, there we go. I'm pleased with that. That's going to have a feather on the end of it. So I'm going to go ahead and finish it off. And I will show you at the end. So here's the finished Dreamcatcher. I'm really pleased with it. I wasn't sure when I was making it, when I was putting it all together, but now that it is together, I absolutely love it. I'm really pleased with how it's turned out. In the end, I changed from the clear thread that comes in the set to brown string, and the reason why I did that was because the weight of all the pieces was making the knots come undone, and to pull the knots really tight, that was snapping the thread. So rather than muck about, I just changed to string, and I actually prefer the string. You can't see it very well because it's hanging on the brown wardrobe, and I've had to hang it on the brown wardrobe because my workbench, there just isn't enough room for it to hang, so I've had to put it there. The only other thing that I found a bit strange was there's an extra loop, and if you have a look at where the loop at the top where it's hanging from, for the feathers to hang properly, the only place to hang them is where I have actually put them on, which means that there's that little loop on the one side that seems a bit redundant. So the next time I make this, I'm probably going to block that one off. Pop a little bit of silicone putty in there or something and block it off just so that one doesn't come up. But I tried threading it all different ways and it just didn't look right. This was the only way to get it to hang straight and to get it to hang right, which means that redundant loop is redundant. So yeah, apart from that, I'm really pleased with it. I just hope Harriet likes it. Harriet's my best friend and she requested that I make one of these for her. So if you like what I'm doing, please pop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. It's a couple of little clicks, it's free, and it really helps me grow the channel. Links to everything that I've used will be in the description, along with links to buy me a coffee, the Etsy store and my Amazon wish list. Anything that comes in from those goes straight back into the channel and keeps me doing what I love, which is making these videos for you guys. Also down in the description there'll be some links for different websites with discount codes. So if you're a crafter, before you go and buy supplies, check out my links below and see if you can save some money. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank everybody who's already liked and subscribed and bought me coffees and bought from the Etsy store and given me super thanks. Just thank you to each and every one of you. I'm really grateful. I love doing this and you guys just make it a pleasure, make it so much easier. So all that's left to say is thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care guys. Bye.